president of the association?
I am.
And you were speaking on behalf of the association?
Yes.
I believe it is.
Tiwaj?
I believe
Okay.
it is.
Mr. Clerk, roll call then. Can you reread the motion again, please?
Okay, motion made by Councilman Vice Mayor Galvin that a city truck shall be used between now and December 13th, no more than 4 regular business days, and the association shall be willing to pay half of the cost. That motion was seconded by BNMA. Mayor
Thank you.
Thundro,
Yes.
Councilman Galvin,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sterriel,
Yes.
Councilwoman Keys,
Yes.
Councilman BNMA.
Yes.
Item passes 5-0.
Thank you.
Thank you for the consideration, everybody.
No problem.
That's not straight.
Reports? Council reports?
Yes, thank you. I just want to make sure, Madam Attorney, Mr. Manager, that we can schedule a code enforcement, code compliance workshop in January.
May I work with you on that offline?
Absolutely, I
To
just-
determine what exactly it is that you would like to cover in that
Okay.
workshop?
We'll go over it with the attorney because we've discussed it. Thank
Sure.
you. And other than that, happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And invite everybody to come to their Chamber of Commerce Thanksgiving luncheon tomorrow at Miami Shores Country Club at noon.
Who's the guest speaker? Who's the guest speaker?
I don't know. Mr. Galvin?
No, other than saying happy Thanksgiving to everybody, that's all I have to say tonight. Happy Thanksgiving.
Councilman Bien-Aimé?
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Councilwoman Sterriel?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I have a full report.
Go ahead.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's just about the charter school that we know that we have been working hard, and thanks to the city manager and staff, Dr. Claude and Regine. We did completed the application. We submitted to the school board. They're denied. But that will not stop us from there. You guys understand the need and the desire of this council to actually provide choices to our children, specifically in the city of North Miami. Therefore, I am asking or I'm making a motion for this council to give direction to the city attorney and the city manager to continue to find different venues, including putting an RFP out to search for another ways to have a charter school for the city. That's my motion.
Madam Mayor, clarification.
Hold on, let me second it and then we can discuss. Yes, sir.
I was contacted by the Miami-Dade School Board today, the Office of their Intergovernmental Affairs, and told that they're expecting to litigate against the city, that our claim, our appeal to the Florida Board of Educators or something like that, it was totally caught me off guard. I didn't know that there was, I mean, I heard the councilwoman reference an appeal, but I didn't know that it was at that stage, and I was surprised to hear that the school board is going to litigate us. Where do we stand with this? And then through you to the councilwoman, what was the motion again? I guess that I don't understand.
So with respect to the appeal, if you recall, the city filed a application to bring a charter school in the city. The school board denied or rejected the application without review. And so I filed an appeal to the State Board of Education in Tallahassee. And so we are in the beginning processes of that matter.
Okay, so now that I understand a little better,
Yeah.
Councilwoman, what was the motion?
The motion is to continue the litigation or the appeal, however that the good term is, but to give direction to the city attorney to continue proceed with the search for either how would you call it, a management company or
Other
other
avenues?
venues.
Other avenues
to-
to bring a charter school? Is that what
Correct.
you're trying to
Here's
say?
my concern. I'm cool with other avenues, but I don't want to spend lots of money fighting the school board over a contract. I mean, if they're saying no, not there, interlocal agreement says you can't have a charter, et cetera. I mean, I'm not all about throwing good money after what we've already spent, and I understand we've spent about 25 grand already on this. If we're going to explore other options, then I'd be interested in that. I mean, I like the idea of a charter school and choices for our kids. I'm not sure the difference between the two.
Madam Mayor, if I may respond to that. So I think the question of to litigate or not to litigate, right? I think if there's reason that a matter has come to a tribunal, whether it's a court or the school board, and if a party believes that they have a right to an appeal, then I think that party should certainly appeal that matter. And I believe in this case, we have very strong grounds to appeal. I believe the school board was dead wrong, and I feel very comfortable in our position to pursue an appeal.
So do you have any other option on the table besides a court litigation appeal?
So at this point, it's not a court litigation appeal. It is going to the State Board of Education. So it's not in a court proceeding. That is certainly an option, because I believe that provision is vulnerable to attack. But in terms of other options, the councilwoman just mentioned an RFP, so that could be an option as well to explore whether we can partner with some other organization or have another organization bring a charter school into the city that would not run afoul of the alleged clause that they say that we're violating. So that may be an option as well. And I think what the motion is to explore any and all options to get us to the point of having the charter school.
Have we explored just a simple discussion with the school board about, we've got land, there's a need for schools, just like we did out with those other two on the east side, build a school, we'll rent you the land. Have we had that discussion?
We did actually many times, and they said no, they're not building another school, they don't have money for that. So there's nothing that they can do about it right now.
They're not building a charter school
They're not building any school right now because they don't have money for that.
So as you know, that there was a bond, right, that was passed by the voters to build some schools and improve some schools, but there were no money set aside to build a school here, and so that's not an option for the school board to build a school.
In the bond money that we all voted for?
That is correct.
Yep.
I see.
May I have the floor, please? Thank you. I was also contacted today by the school board, and I am concerned because they did express
who in the school board contacted you two? What about us? So we don't exist for the school board.
You can ask the school board that.
I would like to ask them the question. I don't understand.
I got a call this afternoon from, I guess she's the assistant to the assistant
What's her name?
superintendent. I believe it's Arida.
Who?
Arida.
She's the
Anyway, she called and she said that they would consider pursuing litigation. So my question, as the same as Mr. Galvin's, is we've already spent probably $10,000 more than what we budgeted for the charter board. We budgeted 10. We've already spent another 10. If we do have to go to litigation, are you going to represent us? Are we going to get outside counsel? Are we prepared for that? And where does that money come from?
So I have filed the appeal. I drafted it myself. So that portion has been handled in-house. In terms of retaining outside counsel to continue the appellate process, I will assess and make a determination. And if you know, I can bring it back to you once that happens. But if the council's direction is to pursue the appeal, then I will absolutely be mindful, of course, of spending city dollars. But if that's the direction, and that's what I will do if
necessary. It seems that we are opening ourselves up for potential litigation.
So I'm curious, what was the tenor of her conversation with you? What was the purpose of the call?
The purpose of the call was just to advise me that the city had in fact appealed the fact that they had turned down the application,
Just
and they would pursue it,
informational purposes, I guess.
informational purposes.
Thank you. You see, and this
Whi-
is,
Which,
and this is
which in all
exactly,
fairness, was more than we'd gotten from you. I was taken very much aback, so
Excuse me, the last meeting, I advised that the charter, the school board rejected the application and that we were going to appeal.
you know, what
Absolutely.
the councilwoman, Sterile, said we were going to appeal, and you said we were going to explore other options. I went back and watched the tape.
No,
I went
did
back and watched the
say,
tape.
I did
Madam
say
City
I was
Attorney,
gonna,
we can get
were gonna
combative as
appeal.
heck right now
I
if
don't,
you
I
want
don't,
to. In reality,
okay.
this
excuse
is the
me,
first
Mr.
time
Galvin.
you've
That is
mentioned.
not
Okay,
true.
but you know
In
what? We're not,
reality-
Mr. Galvin. Let's stop
Absolutely
it.
not, sir.
Let's stop it right there, Mr.
Absolutely
Galvin.
not,
Madam
sir.
Attorney,
Absolutely
Mr.
not.
Galvin,
Madam.
No,
please.
here's the thing that Madam City Attorney
Mr.
has
Galvin,
forgotten.
please.
You do work
Mr.
for the body.
Galvin.
You do work for the
Mr.
body.
Galvin, please, please, please. Anything to do with Madam Attorney, after the meeting, you call her to her office, you speak with her. We're not going to make a spectacle here. And the real issue that is being discussed right now, I need to understand why our members of the school boards are contacting 2 elected officials when there are 5 bodies in this government. I need to understand what's going on right now. And this is unacceptable. It's like a conspiracy. This city, it's giving the projection that the fact there's a majority of blacks, and it shows in every single step that is being done right here in this government, and it has to stop. If the school board doesn't know that there are 5 members that are elected and they need to they contact every single person, I have a problem, and I will denounce it, and I will call it racism. And it's been shown as well in many of the things that are being done, the little subtleties, just like the mister just said it right here, from your association. You know, it's been there. Maybe you guys like, you know, we from out of space. That needs to stop. This government here is there and elected by residents, not by monkeys, not by dogs. We all elected officials, and we need to have the respect that that elected official deserves. And if for some reason anybody here has any problem with staff, we will call staff and sit them down and talk to them and address the issue. We're not going to make this council a spectacle. And it's not going to be a back and forth thing. There's a motion in the floor. Mr. Clerk, roll call, please.
Mayor, just to clarify the motion was made by Councilwoman Sterian. The motion was to direct city staff to search for other avenues to bring a charter school to North Miami and to continue with the current appeal. That motion was seconded by Mayor Dundro. That's what I have here. Roll call vote. Mayor Dundro.
Yes.
Councilman Galvin.
No.
Councilwoman Keys.
No.
Councilwoman Steril.
Yes.
Councilman Bieneme.
Yes.
Item passes 3-2.
Thank you. Now, are you done with your report, Madam Steele?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, again, I know it's Hanukkah tomorrow. We'd like to wish all of our Jewish residents, viewers, a happy Hanukkah, and also Thanksgiving to all of us. As I said, I would like to invite everybody in this city to be part of our Thanksgiving parade, since it is tradition in the city of North Miami to conduct a parade, and it's gaining international renown. So we need to continue to improve the way that we're doing the meetings, and also, not the meetings, I'm sorry, our Thanksgiving. And I would like this Thursday, November 28th, to join Mayor and Council. This is the 39th annual North Miami Winter National Thanksgiving Day Parade. I'm speaking. May I continue my report?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. It begins at 10 a.m. along 125th Street and Northeast 6th Avenue, and it will end on Northeast 12th Avenue. And this year, of course, we just have a new queen for Villa Maria. She just got elected. It was a wonderful pageant, and we're going to have our Villa Maria pageant part of our parade, and also our children, which is wonderful. And Pam has mentioned it, on December the 2nd at 6:30, there will be a community menorah lighting. You know that this year we're going to celebrate several denominations. There will be a, Madam Deputy, what you call it? The manger. We're going to have also along the tree, we're going to have one representing the Kwanzas. Is that correct? And also the menorah. It will reflect most of the cultures that is there in the city during Christmas time. You were talking about toy drive, Madam Councilwoman, and I'm inviting you. The train is stopping here. No, it's stopping on 82nd Street, so it's not really North Miami. We don't need to be part of that toy train. They call it North Miami when it's on 82nd. Did we change our boundaries?
What are you talking about?
The toy train.
Oh, I don't know about it, Madam Mayor. I'm also talking about something totally different that we have a custom in the city of North Miami. We call it holiday celebration, where I do a toy distribution in collaboration with a church, Tabernacle of Glory, which is Pastor Greg Church, that we collaborate with them for the past 8 years, and it happened at Kiwanis Park. So where we actually distributed toys to all the kids, not in District 4 only, but throughout the city, and usually all of us. Excuse me. Yeah, your district included. I mean, it's the entire city. So it's the same as the turkey drive, but instead of district-wise, it's just the city. Okay. And after that, I usually take not only the rest of the toys, but the toys that we collaborate with the school board, which we the kids collecting toys, and they bring it to the city. Last year, we collecting almost 3,000 toys. Wow. And we partnered with our sister city, Delma. We took those toys. For the past couple of years, FedEx has been collaborate with us, where they took the toys to Haiti. Then I go with staff. With Delma, we distribute it to different cities in Haiti. So this year again, I'm asking council to continue to support it, and you guys are welcome to go to Haiti if you wish to deliver
I'll
those
go with
toys,
you.
but I come back before Christmas because I don't spend Christmas
I will go with
outside
you.
the state.
I will go with pleasure.
So I will make a motion. Madam City Attorney, do I need to make a motion for which one? For the toys drive here or for the toy drive in Haiti?
For both. Both.
I'll make a motion for the council to support the toy drive.
The toy drive
Second
or
for
toy
discussion.
drives?
Huh?
Drive or drives?
Drives, I guess. Because I've been doing it for 8 years, so I'm not sure what is it that...
Second for discussion, Madam Mayor.
Sure.
We just made a big deal about putting up some holiday lights on a street in this city. We were concerned about how much it would cost this city. Before I can vote in favor of toy drives overseas, I'd need to see some budget accounting for how that would all be handled, from travel to shipping of toys to staff assistance, because we've sent staff in the past. I would respectfully ask that we have a budget put together for consideration.
Totally agree. Totally agree, Mr. Galvin.
Okay, so Mr. Manager, would you come up with a budget and then to see where the money is coming from? I was under the understanding, Madam Steril, that the citizens were going to bring unwrapped gifts so that we can wrap them. It's not going to be coming out of the city's pocket.
But I know that each one of us had the city manager raise money for the turkey drive. One of the things that I did not use my $5,000, I only used $4,000, and I still have $1,000 to make sure that I purchased some toys. And we have the kids from the different schools that actually collecting the toys and bring it over here. The city does not use their money to buy the toys to send to Haiti. Okay. What I do, because of the sister city relationship that we have, I use my travel money to actually take it to Haiti and come back. So usually I spend like 2 days. If I'm spending any extra days in Haiti on my leisure time, it's usually on my own expense.
Why you need to send staff to Haiti to distribute toys? That's a question. You said you and staff.
Because there is preparation to be made when we get to Haiti. There are different things if we're traveling from different cities, and I am one
But
person.
the
It's hard for me to
municipality
do.
over there should be able to prepare that.
Mr.
People
Clerk,
travel with that.
I agree.
Why we need to
Mr.
travel with
Clerk.
staff? We have,
roll call.
I
if
agree.
we're gonna help a
I agree with the
municipality,
councilman.
they should be able to prepare everything and get ready for
Mr. Manager,
whoever's going.
let me direct you. Mr. Bien-Aimé, you don't have the floor. And I would like in the future, please ask before you speak. It wouldn't be a problem to give you the floor once you ask for it, but just grabbing it like that, it sounds like coup d'etat to me.
Yeah, I feel the same way too.
Mr. Manager, I think we need to identify the money. If Councilwoman Steril and all of us would like to put together with her to raise the money, doesn't have to come out from the city's budget in order for this tradition to continue. I believe there are children in our city that are less fortunate than others that would spend Christmas, because Christmas is time for kids. It's a children thing, and I don't think any children in this city should go without having a present. And if all of us put together to raise the money to get enough toys to distribute to our children here in the city of North Miami, it would be something wonderful. And the impression, Madam Keys, is as well, whatever toys is left, I wouldn't mind giving them or sending them to Haiti. And you mentioned that FedEx usually collaborate with you in bringing those things for free. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it will be upon all of us
May
to
I
go ahead
prepare
and
a
raise
budget?
the money to buy
I think the manager.
the toys. Yes.
Yeah,
Because was it part of the budget? I should have
No.
asked.
No, it's not
Okay.
a part of the
So
budget,
we
but
are
if you would like,
we are facing the same issue that we just faced with that association.
No, we don't add. Go ahead, Mr.
yeah,
Manager.
what I would do, if the 10th is not a bad deadline, that's the next council meeting, I will prepare a budget. I will get with Councilwoman Sterl and try to economically present a proposed budget, what it will cost, so the council would have an idea of what all is entailed, and to be as fiduciary as possible, and to present you with the budget so you can make a decision on December the 10th. Is that deadline, is that December 10th?
We
okay?
still can do that. That will not stop me from collecting toys, which
Sure.
we are already
I-
doing. So except
Yeah.
but the budget will be how,
The
where you're
cost
gonna get the money and how,
To
where
ship,
to ship it and all
Sure.
that. But most of them usually it's in-kind donations. So people
Yeah.
actually giving toys or giving checks. And I know Night of Columbus already promised to give checks to the city to buy those toys.
They have
ship
to put on their
Haiti.
memo.
So
Their memo.
it's
It's for
just
the
that
toys
if
drive.
if we that's what I don't use city.
Okay,
money
so it doesn't
to
have
buy the
nothing to do with
toys,
city money.
to buy
The city is
toys
not gonna
for-
be
for
spending
Haiti.
any money in this. Is that
That's-
correct?
I will.
I just
not
want to
correct.
make it clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Not
you.
to buy the toys.
Okay,
Yeah.
but not
Yeah,
with city money.
No, ma'am. In the
Thank you.
transportation usually is
Okay.
in-kind services.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Clerk, roll call.
We,
I have a question.
we don't have
um,
we only have a, Councilwoman
I have
Staley
a
made a mo.
question.
Continue. What do I do? What do you want
We're
to do?
still
Madam
thinking
Mayor, I
about
have
if
a
you're going to let
question.
them speak. Let them speak. It's okay. We let you speak.
You said we need staff to do what when we're going to distribute the toys in Haiti?
again, I will present that cost. And
What do we
it will
need
be.
staff? It's
I-
not how much it's going to
Maybe
cost.
if you go with us one day, you will realize that how much work
I don't
that's
know.
it's involved in this to provide. So the last time that
No, but not staff with city expense. Staff will go on their own because it's a volunteer thing. It's Christmas time.
Yeah.
We want to please people. So if staff wants to go, it's their prerogative to do so.
maybe that Councilman Bien-Aimé does not think
Mr.
that I can
Bien-Aimé,
help.
Mr. Bien-Aimé has
Would
a
you like to
problem
go
with staff
instead?
going on their own?
I think he wants to go. You want to go?
They don't have to come here and say. But when Madam Mayor said we're going to go
I'm
with
not
staff,
the mayor.
that means staff
Get
will,
it straight.
we will have
This
to
is the
pay
mayor.
for staff.
Mr. Bien-Aimé, we just mentioned that no money will come out of the
She said,
city.
she said
We
toys.
just mentioned
She mentioned
that
toys.
no money will come out of the city the same way we we take the decision for the association for the lighting on Enchanted Place. It's the same thing. It's the same pattern. It was not part of the budget.
It's
Therefore,
different.
the city should not. Mr. Clerk, read the motion, please.
Okay, the mayor motion,
I'm not finished.
Mayor, the mayor. Mayor, the motion was made by Councilwoman Steril, and the motion was simply to approve tour drives, which is plural. It was not seconded by anyone. Do I have a
It
second?
was seconded by Mr. Galvin for purpose of
No,
discussion.
it's not.
Haven't you, Mr.
I
Galvin?
withdraw my second for clarification of the motion.
Okay, so I'll second it.
It was seconded by by Mayor Thundro. Mayor Thundro,
Yes, I second it.
Councilwoman Steril,
Yes.
Councilman Bien-Aimé,
No.
Councilman Galvin,
No.
Councilwoman Keys,
I'm really unclear as to what this motion means, and I don't want to vote against your toy drive, Ms. Darrell. I thought we were gonna bring it.
For me to, we're raising money to buy toys to take to Haiti.
Okay,
Simple as that.
okay.
That's not what it, that's not
Because
what
we
it
were-
is.
That's what it is.
What it is.
You are
I'm
not
sorry,
listening
I'm
when the
sorry.
clerk
City
was
clerk
reading
can
I'm
it.
read
sorry,
it for
I'm
us.
sorry.
Mr. Clerk,
Can you read it for us?
This is my motion.
It's
Maybe-
your
No, when you
motion,
say
so
that,
that's
it's
what
like
it is.
it's like I'm voting against
You just
the idea
did.
of sending
Mr.
toys to
Bien-Aimé,
Haiti.
you
That's
don't
not
have
what
the
it is,
floor.
Madam
Mr.
Mayor.
Bien-Aimé, you don't have the
use
floor.
city staff
Mr. Bien-Aimé,
to
you don't
Haiti,
have the
not to
floor.
distribute toys.
This is
We
not
don't
what
need
the
city
motion is.
staff to do that.
Mr. Bien-Aimé, we need to stop that. I don't know what's going on with you people
That's
tonight.
not the motion.
You just heard the clerk read the motion.
can you
read
read
it
it
again
again?
because some people have hearing problems.
I'm still waiting for Councilwoman Keys to vote. We can't go
Councilwoman-
back and revisit votes.
I'm
Councilwoman has to vote.
I'm just saying
Council-
it's really broad. We're having a
Councilwoman
toy drive.
Steril, motion was to approve the tour drives, the plural, tour drives.
What is a toy drive? Can
And
someone
that
give
was
me a
seconded
definition?
by Mayor Thundro.
I do.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's
We're doing the roll
fine.
call. Let's go with the roll call, Madam Councilwoman.
We've already taken 4 of the 5 votes. Councilwoman Steril has to, excuse me,
May I-
Councilwoman Keys has to
She
vote.
asked
I'm-
me a question. May
Okay.
I ask? May I answer, please?
Sure.
Are you guys serious?
We are in roll call, Madam Steril. Let
May I-
no, let her do your vote. It's time for her to vote. We have the discussion already. Madam Steril, you heard the motion.
Madam
Please
Keys.
vote.
I'm going to vote no, and I'm hoping you'll bring it back in a couple weeks when we have a definition of what a toy drive is. I don't want to vote against it.
You don't know what a toy drive is?
Item fell
I am
2-3, Mayor.
doing
Thank you.
a
Let's
toy
move
to
on.
Haiti.
Let me move on. Can I continue? I just gave you space in my report in order for you to do that. Let me do that. Okay. Now, I would like to take this time to thank Parks and Recreation, to thank the police department for the support they have given throughout the turkey drives that all of you have had, except
Yes,
for Councilman
thank you.
Galvin. And I think they are to be commended with their work. They have been with us, rain, sun, they were there, and also with staff, the mayor and council staff also, who have worked tremendously in putting these things together under the leadership of Dr. Claude during Thanksgiving. I believe that you have done a wonderful work, and hopefully the residents are very satisfied. When you guys are doing positive things, it's okay to take time to say kudos to you all. Thank you so much for your support during this time. Mr. Clerk, report.
Councilman Bien-Aimé would like to appoint Lovely Theogene to the Board of Adjustment Board. May I have a motion?
I'll motion. I was waiting for him to motion. I was
second.
going
Yeah.
to
Okay.
motion it.
Anyone who wishes to record a no?
You call that now?
Okay. Item passes 5-0. That'll be all, and I want to wish everyone happy Thanksgiving, and that'll be it.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you. City Attorney report.
None, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. City Manager report. Okay, if you allow me, let me go ahead and say it because you don't know what it is. Okay. It's a contest that we have for Fanal. It is the tradition every Christmas. Children become creative in creating those Fanal. Those are houses and things. We have started the workshop 2 weeks ago, 2 Saturdays ago, in North Miami Library. The response is wonderful, and the kids are working. And we are happy. We're asking for all the fanal to be ready by December the 5th, as we do the lighting in Mocha, so we can have the judges discuss, choose which of the fanal are the best for the year that we're having. We're going to have them decorate throughout business, administrative business throughout the city.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mayor. And Mayor and Council, I just want to bring to your attention, thank you all for allowing staff to put together this information packet to tour the city of Fort Myers, the downtown tour. We certainly encourage you to have the experience of looking at Fort Myers in the downtown nightlife, so you can get a very broad perspective of what they have done and the impact that it has had on their nightlife. So we did send this invite. We are doing a public notice of this tour, and we did provide you with a packet with an agenda that would be taking place. Fort Myers, there's some history there and why we selected that city, Mayor, in your initiative for capital improvement. So that's very detailed in this package. We ask that you'll look at it and really take advantage to take consideration of the full tour.
Mr. Manager, I'm sorry.
Yes.
The costs for this trip, were they included in this year's budget?
No.
Where are you going to get the money from?
We're looking at the CRA.
And how much is going to, how much will this cost?
We don't have a detailed budget, but I will provide you. I will finalize it and provide this to you.
Is it possible that the tour can be continued to such point as we have a finalized budget, we know where the money is coming from, how much it's going to cost, and then we can approve it with some actual detail?
Well, we have a commitment from Fort Myers on this date. They do this tour for other cities that has looked at them as a model. So we've kind of got a commitment from them to move forward with this date. But I will give you a very detailed, and we do have it under our initiative through the CRA for these types.
Again, we just made a big deal about holiday lights and it not being in a budget. So I'm going to come back and make the same point here. This isn't in a budget. There's no detail here. You're telling me tonight you don't even know how much it's going to cost. We're looking at the CRA to provide these funds, but you're not saying with certainty it is going to come from the CRA. And the CRA is not meeting tonight to approve said disbursement if that's going to be the case. I would think that Fort Myers would allow us to postpone this to the time we can have some discussion and votes, so that if we're going to spend money, we're spending money according to the budgets and budget amendments if necessary. That's all I have to say.
Madam Mayor, may I? I don't think that we're talking about significant amount of money. Personally, I'm going, Scott, I'm going to be driving my car.
Me too.
And
we're not going in a limo.
we're
As a matter of
not-
fact, the limousine was the name of the company, wasn't it? We're driving our own car to go there.
So
ahead.
probably if we're staying there, and I'm not asking for, how do you call it, per diem things.
Nobody's
I'm
getting per
not,
diem.
Except that we probably need 1 night or 2 nights hotel.
We're
which
going
is-
to Fort Myers.
So that's, staff is coming on Monday and leave. So I
Same
don't think
Monday.
it's something, yeah, so I don't think it's something significant.
Again,
that
it's
we're looking for.
open-ended. We don't know how much it's going to cost. It's not been approved. It's not in the budget.
I move that we go ahead and continue with the trip in Fort Myers as it is scheduled to.
I second it because I'm not costing the city any money.
Mr. Clerk.
Just to clarify the motion, Mayor Thunder made motion to move with the council with the Fort Myers trip as planned. It was seconded by Councilwoman Steril. Mayor Thunder,
Yes.
Councilwoman Steril,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Galvin,
No.
Councilwoman Keys,
No.
Councilman Bieneme.
Yes.
Item passes 3-2.
Thank you. Does that conclude your report, Mr. Manager?
I did provide you all with the packet information on our newly appointed staff. We just have only 3 so far. We're moving forward. I ask that you take the opportunity to look at their bios for each of the
Here's
respective.
my problem with that.
Hmm?
That's how we're going to continue doing this. Each time that you hired somebody, I don't mind upper management that you present them to us, but each time you hire somebody, you're going to have to give me their resume and
Why is that? What is this?
it's,
This is just...
Is it the way it is done, usually done?
No, because it's an unusual, significant amount of individuals, and the fact that they come with very high credentials that we were proud of. We just wanted you to have.
I don't
Listen,
want to micromanage
you are
your
the
office.
manager of
That's
the
true.
city. You make your decision. I don't think in the future you need to bring in front of the council such thing.
Okay.
Continue your report. Does that conclude your report, sir?
Just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. That's my report.
Happy
Likewise, sir. Do
Thanksgiving.
I hear a motion to adjourn?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Second to adjourn?
Did our attorney?
There's no second. We cannot adjourn the meeting. Everybody sit down.
It's not even 10 o'clock. I know, right?